Hi all, my name is Jason. I'm a senior analyst from CoinGo Exchange. These days, the attention of all people has been on the strongest typhoon, Mangosteen. I first heard about the typhoon from a friend's mouth. At that time, I was playing games with my friends. I learned of it from a friend working in the coastal area. His original words were, "The typhoon has come, therefore work at home. Do not go out. Safety is always the first." In fact, I don't have the chance to see the typhoon by myself, and I've never experienced it, so I couldn't imagine its power. But my friend told me this typhoon intensity is close to 18, and it may be the typhoon king of this year. It is even fiercer than the flying swallow that caused the mess in Japan a few days ago. After seeing the report of the typhoon, flying swallow, I was silent for a while. It is hard to imagine what Mangosteen is like, which is more devastating than flying swallow. The fact is that wherever Mangosteen goes, it sweeps all things, and a live version of a disaster film is on display. The restaurant in Shenzhen couldn't resist the typhoon even when its doors and the windows were tightly closed and added with iron bars. The seawater was directly washed into the hall. Many buildings were blown by the typhoon and swaying. In our past impressions, perhaps, summer is the season of frequent typhoons. In fact, the typhoon is not only a product of summer, but also of the fall. In the face of such a natural disaster, we can do very little instead. We have to stay home, close the doors and the windows, and reinforce all the property and materials that may be scraped away. Always remember that safety is the first priority. The current bear market faced by the currency community is similar to the current typhoon. Since 2018, under the pressure of supervision and turmoil, the currency market has been hit hard continuously. From peaks in the beginning of the year to the bottom of the valley, now the market is filled with tears and mourning. Investors' assets were almost gone, and everyone was trapped in the mire. There are no more chips, meaning positions in their hands, and their only hope is that external funds will flow into the market. Just like the current Mangosteen, in the face of a disaster, no single force can change the situation. What you can do is close your door and protect your own territory and wait for reinforcement. The market needs additional fund. If the fund is yet to come, you should do whatever you can. Don't blindly enter, exit, or trade frequently. Don't lose money and hand over your chips in the bear market. Okay, then let's turn our attention to the market. First, Bitcoin. After the Bitcoin reported a lion green candlestick on the 13th, the up move towards the resistance level failed. As expected, ranging ensued. However, as the volume dropped, the price would fall. If in the short term the volume fails to increase, the price will turn downward. From the current market reaction, the probability of downward move with low volume is large. This is a rule that I often talk about. We should look at the chip density and pressure at the same position in the past, combine them with the trend and the volume. We should comprehensively evaluate the up and down probability and perform right action. Short-term investors should pay attention to the resistance level of 6,530, and profitable positions should be reduced. Next, Ethereum. Ethereum continues to rise after the volume breaks out, and the current uptrend is slowed as the price seesaws within a high range. We should pay attention to whether the 5-day moving average can be supported. If yes, it is going to attack the previous resistance level. Investors should pay attention to the resistance level and the volume change. If the attack fails, investors should be alert to the risk of retracement. So suggest investors should remain on the sidelines. Last, EOS. EOS is currently coming to the middle of the platform section. It is obvious that there was a gap left in the past. There is a consolidation demand in the short term. Given the low volume in the previous 2 days, the upward momentum is not strong. So I suggest investors should remain on the sidelines. In general, the market is still moving up and down in the high range. It is facing a new choice as a whole, and the willingness to go long is not strong. So I suggest that investors should wait and watch while being alert to the risk of price fall. Okay, that's all for today's JSON token. See you next time. Stay tuned.